All right, are we live? Good morning, greetings, good afternoon, good evening, greetings and welcome. You're watching Been Living with Big B, and I'm streaming to you live from Western Australia. It's currently 8:30 a.m. on a Sunday morning here in my neck of the woods, and I hope this live finds you all well. Just jumping on here real quick to share some good vibes and just to catch up with everyone, let you know what's going on with Been Living with Big B. It's been a hot minute since we did our last live, so super appreciate everyone jumping on and watching the video replay or jumping on the live. Certainly do appreciate you. If it is the first time here for you, welcome home. And if it's a return, thank you so much for your support, love, and encouragement. It means the world to me. I hope everyone is doing great in your neck of the woods. Just let us know where you're from. Say hello. Say hello. Let us know in the comments where you're from, what time of the day it is. So yeah, I can greet you accordingly. Just sitting here, having a cup of joe with my favorite cup. And yeah, just thought that while we were relaxing here on this part of the day, just thought we would just jump on real quick. Let's say hello to some peeps in the house. Why not? Hey, Ben. Hi, Jenny. Oh, yeah, and of course, como está to all of my Filipino family and friends watching, and all my family and friends watching from all around the world. Appreciate you stopping by, saying, hey, hey, hey. Andrew, what's up, Andrew? Good to see you, my friend. Hello, my guy. Hey, Renee, missed you. Haven't seen you in a while. I know that. Well, I've got some stories to tell. Let me. We'll get right into that too. Casey in the house. So I hope you guys can hear and see me okay. There might be a little bit of a delay. Yeah. So I hope you guys can hear and see me okay. Just let me know in the comments. Casey from Lexington, Kentucky. Hi, Casey. Long time no see. 8:30 p.m. on a Saturday night. Cindy Lou in the house. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Good evening, Alicia. Hi there, Alicia. Anton Schofield, Cherbro. How you doing? You're from Foxton. Anton, Foxton. I got family around those ways. Not Foxton, but like in Dannybeck. You know, sort of around those areas. I just got home from work a while ago. I hope you didn't work too hard, Renee. It's Anton, it's 1:32 p.m. for you there in Aotearoa, my bro. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. That is awesome. Hi, Jennifer. Hi there. Yeah, it has been a really slow and tumultuous sort of week, dumpster diving wise. Haven't been putting up a lot of content. Can't very well put up dumpster diving content if there's nothing there. But you know, the weather's improving and getting a little bit better, so who knows? I'm always hopeful, always going out all the time, and always grateful. Like I don't always seems to be popping up always. Let's keep a counter of how many times I say always. Just kidding. No, but I'm always grateful for no matter what I find, no matter how big or small. But recently, I've been connecting myself with a non-profit charity that go out and supply or find suppliers of food, fresh vegetables, fruits, and other suppliers. I did drop a video on my channel about the work I'm doing with the Feed It Forward organization. So that has been amazing, and working with that team has been just amazing. Just an amazing group of dedicated volunteers. So have been sort of busy with that, taking over their social media side of things. Not that I'm an expert or anything, right? Hi, the game show guy. What's up, the game show guy? Good to see you, my friends. And from Thornwell, yes, I remember you, Andrew, all the way over there in Ontario, Canada. Bestest in the house. Hi there, bestest. Here, there's holes in the house, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Hi there, Phyllis. They're going to have a biography on Bob Marley. That'll be awesome. And we'll be able to sing that song that you always like listening to Bob Marley, um, Phyllis. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'll get to everyone and say hello. I promise. I promise. So yeah, I've been teaming up with this organization, and they've embraced some of the ideas that we're going to push forward to reach a wider audience for them, because it's amazing what they do. So I've been really tied up not tied up, I've been engaging really heartily into that side of things. Because I find that, when I'm like mentally or physically lost, I always look towards charity, because sometimes I can be a little bit self-centered and narcissistic, and I only care about like what's going on with me. But that's why mental health issues. But when I go and work in charity, I remove myself from the equation. Yo, who's that? I remove myself from the equation so I can be helpful of others, and I guess that's what happens when I'm unable to donate things that I find through dumpster diving. If that makes sense, does that make sense? Yeah, I'm not trying to confuse anyone. Hey, Michelle Brown. Good morning. Good evening. Hope this live finds you all well. So yeah, I'm not ashamed in saying that I'm a huge advocate of men's mental health. I suffer terribly from it from time to time, and so I guess I need some days to sort of like figure that out. But during that, I'll also like to push myself towards charitable organizations, to help me realize that I don't go through this sort of stuff alone. And I should really come on and come and engage with you guys a lot more, because there's a lot of yous that have been around in my journey for many years, and for that I love and appreciate you all. Although I don't really like to, I mean, who does, right? Who likes to air out their laundry? But if we don't start having conversations about it, then it can be really troublesome. And I've lost many good people, friends, and family who have taken drastic measures because they weren't able to verbalize, what was going on. So I don't know if they celebrate Movember over in the United States or in the UK, Movember. But for the last 20 plus years, I've sort of engaged with Movember, and it's is everyone hearing me okay? I'm happy. Oh, hi Barbara, how are you? Good to see you. I've got my computer down here so I can see the chat. Hi Michelle. Greetings and welcome all. Hope this live finds you all well. So yeah, I'm going to engage once again in Movember, and so I'm gonna shave all of this off just before November, and I'm going to be asking for donations to help. How do I word to help for the cause, so I can donate it towards the Black Dog mental health group here in Australia, who I've been a huge advocate for many years. And then I'm going to grow a mustache during November, and is there a grow the hairiest one competition? I don't know. Yes, I can hear and see you fine. You look a bit different, my friend. Mm, okay, I wonder, Arkesia. Is that how you say it? Arkesia? Oh, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I'll be looking towards my family. I going to sponsor my thing because I've had this on for a couple of 3 years now, and it's time for a change. It's time to go back to what I was like when I started, because whatever's been like going on recently hasn't been working. So it's about like shifting and adjusting to till you find the right, I guess the right fit, if that makes sense as well. Oh man. So I'm going to be doing that all live as well. I'm going to like shave it all off live, and then hopefully gain some well-deserved sponsorship for the Black Dog Organisation here in Australia. The percentages of men that unalive themselves is huge, and especially for Maori men, between, funnily enough, between the ages of 30 and 55. That's insane, and but I can see why people have trouble with communicating. But yeah, hey, Grizz, it's Grizz in the house. Oh, hey, Grizz, my bro, what's going on, brother? How are you, my bro? Um, Big fan, have been for a long time. Well, thank you, Arkesia. I appreciate that. Well, so yeah, that's what's happening. That's what I'm going to be doing, and as well as try my best to bring a dumpster diving content. I mean, as dumpster divers, we're all at the mercy of the stores, right? It's not like we can manifest stuff like out of nowhere, just pluck it out of the air. And it is what it is. But here's an interesting thing, though, as well. Also, is since I've been involved with the Feed It Forward, I'm starting to see firsthand the donating that some of these corporate stores that do a shocking amount of waste, and they still do. Don't get me wrong, they still do have a shocking amount of waste. However, there are still they're donating a good percentage of it, a really good percentage of it. And what they don't donate, they destroy, like the rest, like Woolworths. A lot of their stores open up the packaging of the food, and yeah, that's terrible. But they still donate a good percentage, and it comes down to the manager, what they sign off. All of these things is what I'm learning behind the scenes while I've been working with this organization. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it just comes down to whether the manager of that store woke up in a good mood or just felt generous. Just how his mood was. It's insane. Braxton in the house. What's up, my man? Grow a Fu Manchu, you reckon? Oh, why not, eh? Why not? Do a handlebar like a bitey one. Fu Manchu. I mean, I've only got a month. I mean, I'm not that hairy. I mean, my bloodline is Pacific Islander, so I don't have a single hair on my chest. And yeah, just saying, not that I. If you can like unsee that visualization, then yeah, I implore that you try. Um, man, what's that name? Kalnitsky. Yo, Kalnitsky. How was everyone? Yeah, but Fu Manchu, I like that one. Barbara, you crack me up. In fact, it's probably just the laughter I need. We have some up as well. Oh, everyone, yeah, of course, everyone is putting up their getting ready for their Halloween decorations. Okay, so what's the scariest? What's the scariest animal I've ran into? Here in Australia would have to be a snake. The scariest? Nah, 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 nah. Like it freaked me out because we don't have snakes in New Zealand. But when I first saw my snake, I freaked out. Yeah, and it happened to be like deadly poisonous too. It was called a death adder, and it was only a small juvenile. And man, they like you have to run like the wind because they move fast, man. They move fast. So that was scary. The first time I ever come across that. Um, but the scariest animal I come into was a parental, or they call it a bung arrow, but it's basically a lizard, a giant lizard, a iguana. Yeah, they got big ass long claws. They can climb up any wall, and they say that if you ever come across a big one, you to lie on the ground because if you stand still, they'll climb up you. They will like they think you're a tree, and they will climb up you, not up inside you. They climb up on you. So yeah, that's scary. I recently saw a young fellow with a wild wax mustache. It was amazing, very unusual to. I know. Well, I mean, I've adorned many styles. Like I've had the handlebar one, like Hulk Hogan, and I've had it like come out here, out the sides, like a handlebar kind of a thing. Yeah, what? Yeah, as long as it doesn't eat my face, that's right. Australia 10 can kill half of them there. Yeah, they got the bad ones here for sure. Yeah, but but thank goodness I haven't come across anything deadly or poisonous or like scary coming out of the dumpster. I mean, that's just out and about, you know. That I think when you live with them, you sort of like subconsciously don't worry about them, and if you leave them alone, they leave you alone. You know, that's how it is. Yeah, barbecue time too bad for the year, I reckon. No, they do. I tell you, one of the like freakiest experiences I've had was I was working past the 26th parallel up in the northwest, a place called Karratha. It's a mining town, and I tell you, it is just red dirt and just you're isolated by the desert. It's insane. It's like being on another planet. And I'm working with a couple of First Nation guys, and we're driving along the road and heading to a remote community. And then out of the blue, they just like there's me, another New Zealand guy, and these two Aboriginal guys, and they're a little bit older than myself. Then out of the blue, they just screech to a halt. Both of them jump out of the car, and then they run into the bush, and they're laughing and cheering, and it turns out they're chasing after this parenti, and it's massive. They're chasing it around, and they're yahooing, and yeah, man, they caught that bad boy. They hunted it. They caught it. They chucked it in the back of the ute, and that was their lunch for the day. Yeah, that was their lunch. No lie. You hate any kind of spiders. Spiders. Oh, oh. I don't suffer from arachnophobia. Like man, the wildlife over here is beautiful. It really is. They're mesmerizing. Really bright colors. Like you can't miss them. You can't like run into them. They're massive. These things that catches birds and stuff like this. Like in Queensland, like they make webs between like rivers, like rivers. Dang, yeah, man, it's hearty around here, man. I'm telling you. Hey, salty assassins, how are you, my friend? So good to see you all. I appreciate you all stopping in and hanging out for a little bit. Been going through some some terrible mental health issues, um, and and I think it's why I'm really, really pushing for Movember. Yeah, I think when things don't quite go your way, it can be overwhelming as things start piling up, and I'm feeling better like every minute that I'm talking with you guys, and I guess it's because I don't see or hear the shut up or anything like that. I'm just able to sit down and then just like blat it out. And of course, my darling is a strong. I mean, she is a rock. Without her, you know, things could be, a lot worse. And so I love it at death. The support and encouragement that she provides for me, right? And especially like at this time, like right now. So yeah, I'm not alone. She is my solid, and but it's good outside of her, to touch base. So I think that's why I'm like going like full on with this Feed It Forward charity stuff and the November. I'll always remember that when I'm at the lowest points of my life is that I always look towards charity and helping others because in trying to find the answers for others, inundatably, by default, I find the answers for myself, and then I'm able to like sort of work through stuff. You know. Oh, I will, Casey. I will. Hey, Sue, how are you? How are you, Sue? And Celicia, Celicia Browning, love your channel. You're sweet. Oh, thank you, Celicia. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I dislike bees. Oh, you don't like the bees? Ray cleared that 7 foot dumpster in two. He certainly did. He did. With that spider, right, Grizz? Still to this day, one of the funniest lines. That and the getting us with the shooting. Damn, that was something too. I'll never ever forget that for all of my life. Um, Phyllis, yes, the cat dog. They're awesome. They're awesome, Phyllis. Healthy as, in fact, I think our little kitty cat is our little kitty cat is a little bit preggers. Yeah, I think she's like carrying little babies. The Arkansas assassin. Yeah, that's it, Chris. Oh, the good times, man. I don't, I can't see any reason why we haven't gone back to those times. Fuck it, bro. I reckon, I really want to do like a podcast kind of thing, and I've been really wanting to do it with and grab it, and the reason being is just that just had that connection since day one. Um, but man, I'm open to like whatever, because I think it's fun being able to like connect with people. Um, but it's also fun to sort of like talk about subjects that are going on around in the world, because we're all on social media. Everyone has a phone. Everyone's watching some form of YouTube or Facebook or shorts or reels or videos or whatever, and it's watching the news or reading the paper or something. Um, Sorry, guys, just reading some of the chats. I got my computer down here so I can read the chat. So, yeah, that's a couple of things that we are doing that I'm interested in doing at the moment. Doing some work with uh, the charity organization, the Feed It Forward, and then pushing other organizations that are attached with them, like the Margaret Courts Communities Service, the Animal Rescue Cooperative, Second Bites, Oz Harvest. These are all the two organizations that go into supermarkets and Costco and pick up donated foods, perishables, and other stuff like that. Better Spuds, there are potato growers down in the southwest of the state, and so they get tons and tons of rejected potatoes from Woolworths for whatever reason, but they're still good. We get tons of stuff. Give to others. It makes me feel better when I give to others. It's a human thing to do, and I mean, it's more than just a human thing to, it should be a net. Mm, makes me so true, so true. Oosh, Grizz. Grizz has been trying to connect with people in other niches, but mostly self-centered. That's what I find too, Grizz. Those Tigers are still the best. Rock on! Hell yeah. Yeah. So I hope you guys can help get behind me in supporting my charity cause. Going to be doing like a shorts video for that, and then announcing a date where all of this is going to come off, and then who knows, I might just grow a Fu Manchu, and I might even dedicate it to you, Barbara, for just even like suggesting that. Yeah, I like that idea. I don't know whether I'll be able to pull a Fu Manchu off, but because I haven't been able to since like yet, after having it for 3+ years, whatever it is. Yeah, and I don't call this a beard anymore. Not ever since Grizz says beard. That's not a beard. Big B, that ain't no beard. Here's a beard, and then he shows me his like his wolf mask. No, I'm only joking, Chris. Oh, Braxton. Oh, Braxton, bro, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do like the Movember charity thing. Um, I'm asking people for sponsorships and stuff like that. So I'm gonna shave all of this off. Um, just before November, go clean cut, and then I'm gonna grow a mustache over the month of November. And yeah, it's just a thing for men's mental health. And I sort of tie myself up with an organization called the Black Dog Foundation. That's what we call um, mental health over here. We call it the Black Dog, and I've always been an advocate, a huge advocate for mental health, men's mental health, in particular men's mental health, because I've had many family. I mean, not heaps, but I've had family members unalive themselves, unnecessarily, because there was help and support. So it's just for the mental health services. So that's what I'm doing, Brax, my bro. Danielle, hey there, Danielle. How are you, my friend? Greetings and welcome. Um, what sort of videos, Chris? What videos you going to be doing? Do you ever get mail? Do you have an open mail? No, I don't. Unless you're talking to me, no, I don't ever get mail. Please grab it fast. Just grab it in the house. No way. I just seen he just had an amazing holiday, him and his family at the Wolf Lodge. Oh, dumpster diving. Okay, cool. I like your beard. It makes you look smart. My, it's no, please don't call it a beard. No, 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 no. Don't call it a beard. What Grizz has, that's a beard. His comes down here like this, like a big, like comes down here like a big candy floss growing out of his chin. He's the man. Oh, no, no, I don't see him either. Oh, well. Oh, and what? Ah, the cup, maybe. Yeah, I see. Casey, you're talking about the cup. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, Casey, not a problem. Yeah, yeah, no, it's that's Casey. That's the organization that I'm sort of like align myself up with right now, just to I don't know, because dumpster diving is like, although I do it, I go out every other day. You're not coming across anything that is creating content. Not that that's the intention. I mean, let's be clear. It's just become the benchmark to be able to generate some revenue. Whilst I have all the best intentions, people, look, here it is. When we're creating content, I mean, our best intentions are always there. It's clear cut. We go out and find the things, retrieve them, and give them a second chance at life. Stop it from going to the landfill, okay, and helping others in our community by donating it to the church or directly to families. Right, these are the good side of things. But for us, as that bringing the material, it creates an opportunity for us to generate revenue. And then for some, um, that revenue is all the revenue that we have coming in. So we become reliant on that opportunity. And we're always, and like for me personally, and I can only speak for myself, I only speak for myself. that sometimes that opportunity becomes, I rely on it. I rely on it. So when you put in some hard yards and not getting the the I guess the views, you don't get the output of what you're putting into it. It can seem a little bit like disheartening for me personally. Yeah, I love donating to the homeless shelter here in Iowa. It's so fulfilling. Says Sue Eubanks. Yeah, it is. It fulfills the soul. Donating food is food for the soul. Yeah, Grizz, that's it. Big B, that's cute. You think that's a beard? Oh, it's crack up, man, bro. Yeah, not finding much there. Absolutely. Hey, I see it all. I see it all around. Uh, bro, bro, bro. I can't even use the paint roller anymore, bro. It broke. I don't even have a paint roller anymore. Plus, not only that, I put an order in like 3 months ago, and for a grabber, they sent one, and it was the wrong one. It was like one of these things that flap around to the sides, look like a fish. So I sent it back, and they haven't sent me anything back. Oh, and that was who was it? Who was that? What was? No, it wasn't Amazon. It might have been Temu. Hey Joe, how are you, Joe? Just popped in to say hello. Can't stay. Have lots to do. Well, I hope this life finds you well. Hey Bobby, what's going on, Bobby Peterzani? So yeah, I think what, Grizz. I think there's still lots of fun to be had. You know, um, shit. I think there's still lots of fun to be had, my bro. So yeah, as I as I distracted myself, all part of my ADHD. Um, so yeah, sometimes I weigh up my options of whether is my time and effort worth it to carry on based on the revenue that it's creating me. There's is it worth working 25 cents an hour or 15 cents an hour? For because that's what it works out to be. Is it worth it? And I think at the end of the day, I think, well, no, it's not on a monetary side. But there's so many people out there that have that remain loyal, and so I just have to pick up my consistency, I guess. But that's where it lies, though, because if I don't put up dumpster diving content, then things start bottoming out because hardcore dumpster diving fans aren't interested in personality. They just want to see the goods. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Um, I think half the reason why I wanted to do some kind of podcast is to say that dumpster diving isn't all that defines me. It's merely one part of my life and things that I show you. But I'm another human being or outside of that. Yeah. Oh, and only wish that I could show it. Claudette is in the house. Hey there, Claudette. It's so good to see you, my friends. So good to see everyone. Really need to do more lives. Really need to do more lives. Okay, take care. Take care, Joe. What do you reckon, Grizz? Ah, yeah. There's so many things out there that define us. Like take Chris for example. He's got him in Geneva got a working farm, and grows an amazing garden. I mean, he is living life skills that we're gonna have to resort to at some stage. He's got life advice and um, and a set of skills that we're all going to need to tap into at some stage because to have a sustainable life is going to be tough to buy because we're not going to be able to afford it. With summer coming on, do you fancy taking us on the zoo or beach? Hint, hint. Barbara, why not? Hey, Jessica, what is up, Jessica? Dumpster Girls. How are you, my friend? Yeah, you pimp me out. Yeah, you certainly do. Like, and work tirelessly, my friend. You are awesome. Oh, Grizz, I know my bro. Hey, Doris, how are you, my friend? Greetings and welcome. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this live finds you all well. No, have not heard from Just Me, Kathy. No, not at all. Not a sausage. And it hurts my soul. Probably like to me, one of the best dumpster divers, or in one of the best dumpster diving areas um, ever. Um, just to fall away like that, so close to her 100,000. I hope she comes back, man. I really hope she comes back. But no, I haven't heard from her, and I may have been the last one. Definitely, Mac. We'll definitely do the weather gets warmer. We'll do some more lives down at the beach and hopefully down at the zoo as well. I only ever did the zoo once, but we went down the beach heaps of times, right? Yo, my bro, Frankie Evans in the house, my brother. How are you? Amendment warrior, right here. How you doing, my bro? Good to see you. Always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the comments, my bro. Always. Yeah, I know. Like, it'd be a crying shame to see someone like Just Me Petty just stop. But really, we just keep watching your old videos, guys. And if you really want to keep supporting us, and when we're not popping out content like we go and watch our old videos, man. Wait, go and watch some of the old ones. It saves us regurgitating them and reposting them. Go and watch them. I believe some of my best stuff is some of my earlier stuff. And some of the best finds. Go and tell me some of your favorites. Let's and I'd love to be able to like say for example, do like a live session with say like Grizz, and then um we can watch videos, review like some of our older stuff. But, because here's the thing about like the older videos, right? And one is editing. I've got a different editing style now. So I would love to be able to take the stuff that I know now and be able to apply it to some of my older videos and make it like the jazzy or not jazzy, nothing too flashy, but how I would do it if I was to find those have that same footage today, it would look completely different because it's really raw, like it's really raw. Um, Plus, it'd be good to react to them because some of my earlier videos, I'm not talking as much as I am now, and so you don't get a real feel of like what I'm experiencing, but I can talk you through because I can remember like frame for frame everything I went through. Funnily enough, those finds of yours at the sporting goods store were amazing. Yes, yes, they were. Yeah, once we learned to edit, right? Yeah, that's it. Once we learned how to edit, I love watching it. Like I still go back and watch a lot of the old videos of some of my favorites. Like Fortune Finders are like putting up a video like once every 2 or 3 months. But man, some of the things that they found were incredible, incredible. And even Steve and Steph before they left California, or moved to another a place in California. But, some of the things that they were finding, like 4 years ago, like was really cool. I mean, I used to like ram Steve and Steph down my throat, just whatever they popped out and or had produced earlier. I was watching it, and of course treasure hunters and grizzlies. Like when he found all these giant letters, and it was the first time I knew he knew about me. Because he found all these giant letters and big yellow like letters, uh, and one was a B. Remember that, Chris? One was a B, and he goes, "Oh, hey, there's a big B." Like that guy from Australia. He was talking to Geneva, and like I kind of got like kind of like faint. And wow, he knows me all the way back over there. Hey Shirley, what is up? What is up? How are you? Oh, the cat. Oh, yeah, the cat. See, we have all of these fantastic memories that we all like shared with each other, as like 2+ years ago. And I want to be able to, there's no reason why those heydays aren't, can't still be there. And whilst we're not, like, I can really appreciate where Grizz comes from. He has to travel a lot further than what I do. I can hit my first dumpster in 5 minutes, which isn't the same. Which isn't the same for Grizz. And of course, there's physical things. Oh fuck, I'm not young anymore, man. I'm yeah, I'm I'm not 100% fit at all. And I don't make out to be this nubile jump around little kangaroo here situated in Australia. Heck no, heck no. And now I don't have my and Grizz. Now I don't have my paint roller. Damn. Wow. What hey man? What does a man have to do after now the paint roller doesn't exist? I try and roll an orange around on like truly a stick. Yeah, I'll have to get me a stick with some chewing gum at the end of it so I can stick. So I can stick it or get a magnet. I think get a magnet for the aluminium can. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But um, but it's fun though. It's just fun. I love dumpster diving. I love everything about it. Yo, Angie, what is up? What is up, my friend? Oh, sorry to hear that, Shirley. So sorry to hear that. May the 30th, May, June, July, August. So only a few months. Yeah, so sorry to hear that. Dumpster diver? No grabber? No face. I know, Chris. Straight up, bro. Look, I'm really there's a new phase of dumpster divers popping out at the moment. There's Loving the Dumpster. Of course, Salty Stella's doing the rounds with his shorts. So is the Dumpster Dive King. Um, and of course, we got the young blokes like Brixton and Marley, who's also the dumpster diving couple. There's still the Thrift King, um, Thrift Kingdom, young, what's his name? Um, Edward, oh no, Edgar. Oh man, if anyone can tell me who his name is, me, Ray, grab it. Why? You're not a grabber between. You didn't need a grabber though. Ray was the grabber, right? Um, um, the Thrift Kingdom, the Dump Boys, um, Trash, Trash Treasures. Um, there's a couple of more. There's a couple of more other ones in there that are trying to stamp their mark as well. There's the older couple, thrifters, MJ and something or rather, dumpster diving adventures as well. You know, but not the same sort of intensity it used to be like 2 or 3 years ago. You know, we're not seeing as much. You know, Steve and Steph are putting one out, one every couple of months, and I haven't seen anything from Grab It for a while, but hopefully we will see something from Grab It in a bit. But yeah, but so many have come and gone, you know, and I've always maintained it's just, you know, it's just who's left, really. He's standing. Doesn't matter how many subscribers he got. Oh, I mean, let's not forget Breakfast as well. You know, amazing. And Scrap It Up, the Dumpster Chicks, you know, still producing content. All you men and no grabber. Surely you lost most of my income on trying to pay rent and pay the truck payment. Oh, yeah. The trick is like how do you generate an income? You know, from nothing. And I would say to people that you want to, you can create an income. Are you a good cook? Cook meals. You have a amazing opportunity over there in the United States as say compared to here. Just that you have population. Just you can go around a crowd of people, be in a crowd of people, and generate an income. How's your flea markets? How's your flea markets been going, Chris? Lots of people. Oh, I haven't seen you guys very much lately. I know, yeah, that's because it turned freaking funny, man, when we all sort of disbanded and didn't quite turn out the way that we hoped, and then, but we're entering a new like era right now. You know, one way to make money: curbside pickup and online sales. That's true, Casey. Oh, you just started back today. It's been too hot. Yeah, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that is a good one. Curbside picking and then resale. I love I'd love to do that. What's his name? Juan from Texas Pickers. Texas Pickers. He's good, but he's got himself a little store. Yeah, little antique store. Yeah, great advice. Yep. Garage sales. I hear Shelley just raised my rent up 430. Jennifer, is that American? Are you paying that American dollars? Or are you in Australia? $434. What's that? Is that for 3x1? They're popping us up. Uh, um, we got this house. It's a really small 3x1, and when we first got it, it was $320. Next month, it's going to be $460. Fucking okay, man. Oh, bye, Jessica. Thank you for popping in and appreciate you always being supportive and encouraging, my friend. Love and blessings to you and your family. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, Juan, the Texas picker, he does. He does. He's in just a really great area. There's a guy here in Australia called the Poly Prophet. He does curbside too, but he also does scrap metal as well, mostly. But he finds he finds some incredible stuff. So there's always curbside happening here. My only issue is I just don't have the gas to like just drive around. It's over $2 a liter here now. It's like it's screwed up, man. Oh, okay. One bedroom apartments are going for $1,000 a month. So here in Australia, we pay weekly or fortnightly rents. It doesn't happen monthly here. So when I say we pay 400, it's not a month, it's a week. So we pay 1,600 uh 16 1,800, nearly 2,000 a month. Uh, don't earn enough to pay that. Well, paying $434 on top of what you were paying. Is that what you mean? No way. We got our house and land contract. We paid it off in 5 years. That's great. Yeah. Like back home in New Zealand, like me and my darling, I'm a landowner. She's a homeowner. Back home in New Zealand, but in Australia, yeah, it's hard, man. I'm telling you, only monthly there in Ontario, Claudia. Michelle, you retired on September. I don't do much. Yes, well, look, I tell you, when my parents retired, the hardest thing that they had to do in retirement was finding stuff to do because they'd worked all of their lives. So it was like just finding stuff to do. Man, my mum, she travelled around New Zealand. She was bilingual anyway. She could speak fluent Maori, and excellent English. Um, but yeah, she learnt another language, went to go and learn another language, and was having lunch dates with girls and doing charity work, and she was a part of it. But my dad, uh, um, Barbara saying, you live in New York, rent is about $750 for a small 2-bedroom apartment. I know it's about 2,500 in New York City. Who can afford that? Well, people who earn that kind of money can, obviously, like the city's loaded, right, Barbara? Hey, Anne, how are you, Anne, my friend? What's going on? My house payment went up $100 in August. Wow. Yeah, look, but here's the thing, right? We got given all of these levies after we got told we had to be barricaded in our homes and be vaccinated. The whole COVID thing, whatever your personal thoughts and feelings about it, that's great, you know. But I knew that all of these low gas prices and all that was going to come and affect us later on down the track, and it has, and it's going to. And there's not a damn thing we can do about it. Anything we can do about it is try and create a model that works, and then be able to share that model with you guys. It's like, and there's plenty of information, just like going out and um, how can you make money without the physical attribute attached to it? There's 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 not one that exists. you know we have to put in some sort of physical work or invest some sort of money to create money. Now, what is that? That's the thing. Hey Diesel, what's going on? What's up? How are you? My sister's home is paid for. She still struggle with property tax every year. Yeah, we don't have property tax in where I'm from, so I can't relate to that. But I mean, but if property, how do you pay how do you how the fuck do you pay property tax on something you own? What the heck? You should be charging them tax for them running their pipes and their cords underneath your land. I don't get that. But you know what? We're all programmed to just do as you. Here's the letter that says that you owe it, so now pay it. You know what the hell? I'm glad my house is paid for too. Truly blessed. Oh, I know, but the house might be paid for, but we still pay for water. Why are we paying for water? What the hell? So they can like pump it to our homes? Oh man, I'm telling you, man. Like there's a huge part of me that is like, this is going to sound like terrible, but it's really not, because you know because I love you guys. But when I was growing up, America was like the standard for me. It was how I visualized my life to be: live in a white picket fence with a 2-story house, and everything that I saw in TV and movies growing up as a little boy. Everything like seemed more brighter and better growing up as a young boy. And then and I miss those days because I don't have that feeling anymore. And maybe I just grew out of adolescence or whatever it might be, but just like what I hear when I read and hear and see what my friends are going through over there and lived your entire lives like that, see massive changes. Yeah, I'm just like so grateful and blessed to have what I have back home in New Zealand. Like, and you may ask the question like, oh yeah, why aren't you back in New Zealand? Why are you in Australia? Well, uh, that's a great question too. But I mean, it afforded me a lifestyle I would never be able to have and experience a life that I'd never have that opportunity back home in New Zealand. Or never thought I could have that opportunity. But now I can go back and have more belief in myself. That's crazy. I know. Yeah, property taxes. What's up with that? I know where you guys get that cheap cars. I pay $5.83. Oh, property tax only happens once a year. Oh, okay. Your water is higher than your electricity bill. Oh, I know, Grizz. Of course, you know, uh, aside from Australia, which is probably the second most patriotic country I've ever come across, your patriotism. Hi, Denise. Hi, Denise. How are you? And and that runs true, Grizz, to a lot of countries out there. A lot of countries. You know, but yeah, it's crazy. Like what social media will allow you. Like, damn, like growing up, the worst swear word you would hear on television when I was a boy would be like hell or 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 damn or even take the Lord's name in vain would not even be heard of. Now, oh my God, now everything now it's just a free for all. Just desensitizing ourselves. And pay $1,000 every month. That's just for bills. That's not rent. Oh man, no, we don't. I don't even earn enough to pay for the bill. Right now, I don't work. Everything I earn comes from social media. Been looking, and working hard, man. Fuck. I think the problem is I'm just trying to do it on my own. It's not happening. And you know what I've always said? I've always said, bro, I would love to like sit across the table with Grizz and just like tell stories, just talk stories. Grizz, I'm gonna give you a bell if you're free, man, after this live. Because just say I'm just putting it out there. I haven't asked Grizz or anything, but I mean, if me and Grizz were to go live and just saying, just hypothetically, and just shoot the breeze, would that be something you guys would support? Come and watch. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I'll come and jump on there. Let's hey guys, let's go over and support Geneva. Let's go. I'll see you guys over there. I really appreciate. Oh yes, you would. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out. I love you guys more than anything. Let's go over and support Geneva on Grizzly's channel. They call California the Golden State. I call it the Bronze State now. I've downgraded it. That's funny. Yeah, let's go over there and support the show. Let's go over and what do they used to call it? We're going like slam bam it, whatever. Um, yep. Well, let's keep an eye out for each other. Let's keep supporting each other and loving one another, and do something kind for each other. And let's get back to our heyday of what we remembered, what it was like to be like awesome. And love you guys to the moon and back. I'll see you guys over at Geneva's live on Grizzly. So when we get there, we should have like 20 right away. Okay. And then if you want to, we can talk about property tax, but I doubt it. Yeah, meet you at Geneva's live on Grizzly's Adventures. If you're not already subscribed, better go and subscribe now. You hear? You hear? Okay, guys, love and appreciate you all, and let's stay in touch. Peace out.